Well, I bought it to concentrate cannabis with.
Oh.
Use it like regular isopropyl alcohol,
Oh.
but it's food grade instead of isopropyl, which is not food grade. But as it turns out, isopropyl strips the oil way more efficiently than Everclear does. And Everclear, it takes a lot longer, and it's not as efficient, and it costs a lot more money. There's a whole bunch of downside to it. Ronnie Ruhr, welcome back to the show. I apologize to all of you, and I am giving you this. Since none of you are offering it to me, I'm going to offer it to you. No dropping frames. You guys could tell me that, You could say, hey, Nate, you got a great connection now. That's okay. You don't need to tell me. I know it's perfect because I can see it on this side too. Hey, Anthony, what's up? Nick, thank you, buddy. Okay, so we started the Dispensary show, and I stopped it because it wasn't a perfect upload. And about, 10 minutes in, you guys finally started telling me that I was dropping frames. It was happening the whole time, and nobody bothered to tell me until later on. So you guys need to have more input with me. You guys should talk to me more. That's all I'm saying is talk to me, man. Talk. My connection sucks. No joking, it's good. Yeah, fuck you, Enoch. Fuck you, Ian. Fuck you. Anyhow, I'm here with Megapixel. We just got back from my first dispensary trip at True Leave here in Longwood, Florida. And I was telling you about the initial experience, but now we're ready to smoke, man. I'm stressed out after what I just had to deal with. So without any further ado, Marshall's got Megapixel has a lighter over there. He's got some over here. I've got this. And we are going to clean this up a little bit for the show. Cheers, guys.
You see what it was. Pineapple upside down cake, 34%.
Did you hear that? Pineapple upside down cake, 34%. Cheers. It's not the smoothest thing I've ever smoked. My stuff is smoother, but I expect a harshness from something that's super duper terpy. So. A little bit of a bite. But I'm high before I could even exhale it all. So, yeah, it's great. Feeling it? Oh my god. Yeah. Holy shit. Wow.
And then you got the stone crab.
It's borderline harsh. Man, I might have to give this 4.5 stars out of 5. That is too much of a bite. But I'm sweating. So let's talk about that. I'm feeling that come out the pores, but you're not seeing it yet. So, but I'm totally feeling a sweat starting. I sweat whenever I get a really good. There it is. Now they can see it. See the sweat coming out the pores?
Oh, that's like. Oh my god.
That is the direct reaction of a high content of THC and holding it in for a long time, so it really gets into your body.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So I call it a dab shine, but that was from bud flower. That was from smoking 34%.
Yeah.
Almost
34%.
Oh, hey Diesel, why are you so cute? He's such a cutie boy. Sometimes he growls. So, yeah, I'm going to have to give this 4.5 out of 5. That was way too much of a bite, even for high THC. That was too much of a bite. It didn't hurt, but it wasn't... when you smoke cannabis, you're doing it to relax. And you want the experience to be completely carefree. You don't want anything here. You don't want to feel anything. And while I was smoking it, I felt a little here. As soon as I blew it all out, I was fine. It was not the, on a scale of 1 to 5, of harshness, 5 being the harshest, this was probably like a... And 1 being no harshness, this would be like a 2.
It's stony.
It's just a slight harshness to it. But super duper terpy. And sometimes, like I said, you get that give and take with really over the top strains. So let's give this other one a try. Now this is
Stone Crab Haze.
And the smell on this one is insane. Now,
So stone crab haze is only 25%. So we're missing 10% here. We're missing 10%.
Very potent. Did you see all the smoke I got up that little bit? There's a tiny little bit in there. I thought it was all it still tasted good right down to the bottom. It tasted good right to the end. That was really good.
That was your pineapple upside down cake?
Yes, and it wasn't as harsh after I smoked some of it. I'm looking for my little ashtray. It's a round plastic. Oh, there it is. Icebreakers container. Yeah. Really cool ashtray here. And close it. So it's a covered ashtray. Okay, so now we're moving on.
Stone crab haze.
Stone crab cake.
No, stone crab haze.
Stone crab haze.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, Megapixel.
That one's not as harsh.
Not as harsh. She noticed it immediately, and me too. Super potent, though.
Like went right to my eyeballs.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's a high. That's a soaring high. Instant. Stone crab
Haze.
And how about opening a window? That stuff stinks.
It's the first time she's ever said that.
That's because she's never had. You've this in here before.
We have no problem blowing the smoke outside. You're welcome. Kimberly,
What?
did you tell Mom it smelled?
We could both smell.
I'm asking Kimberly a question.
I feel like
I smelled
Do you know that Mom has never said that to me before?
feel like I'm
And I've been smoking in here with the windows closed.
We're in Ben's fort.
that is the strongest I have ever smelled.
Because that is some strong cannabis right there, I'm telling you. This is from a Florida dispensary.
Just wonderful.
This is what the state is giving the people. State authorized cannabis that is super stony, super potent, super high. That one that was really powerful, it was a little bit harsh, but the other one is just as powerful and it's totally smooth. Mom's gonna be pissed. Someone's getting a contact high. Yeah, Rogie, if he's still on the tip. Took off.
Those are the people right there? No, that's Dylan's old house?
Yeah.
And then the people in the Howard's old house is over there?
Yep.
What did they
They're
do?
assholes.
Wait, what did you have? What was the problem?
They we had all of our gutters that we had to remove to put the roof on stacked over there on his property.
Wow.
And he came over and he threw all of our gutters onto
Well, put
our
that bicycle flag out there.
me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the property line. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, this whole all these posts of the
Is
property
that tree
line.
right here? Oh,
That tree is right inside our property line.
I see. So those trees are basically those trees.
No, the trees are our trees, and the hedge is her hedge. Those are her hedge. That we probably put those in, but yeah, that's way on
No,
her.
her backyard. That's not a good house.
What's that?
Her backyard is basically right in your house.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's nice to have those hedges there. You know, have that privacy. I'm surprised she didn't put up a fence. Why do you have to be a guest to buy? Why do you have to be a guest? No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't allowed to buy it. I was a guest.
Talk.
I couldn't even talk. He had one question for me. He's like, "Do you hear what he said about the buds at the top of the tree being more potent than buds at the
They said
bottom?"
that they were primo.
They charge you more because they're bigger buds. And in California, they call the smaller ones tiny buds. Hey, Beazle. They call them tiny buds, and in California, the big buds at the top, they're just regular buds. Well, here they call it primo. If it's the tops, they call it primo, and they still get tiny buds here, but
They're
they
called minis.
yeah, and they call them minis, but they're not even tiny buds. They're bigger than tiny buds. Tiny buds are obnoxious. Tiny buds are like the next thing to shake. They suck. But you know, right above this is above that. This is better than that. These are nice chunks of bud, and bigger than unless you went to a really nice dispensary and their tiny buds were nice, which I had yet to experience. Dude, I'm telling you, the crab haze,
good.
the king crab, blue crab,
Stone
crab
crab
haze.
haze.
There's so many kinds of crabs.
I think that's how it should
I can't keep all my crabs straight anymore.
be. That might be a little. We should have gone.
Crab
should've
people,
gotten
crab people. Oh, what did you think I was gonna? Psh, no way, pal. Nobody's even doing that anymore.
these are the ones that-
I'm up here. I reside up here, pal.
These are the ones that they were $30 minus the 25%.
Yes,
That, or he's up on the chair.
but still, I
22
prefer.
bucks.
Right. Okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna finish this. There's just a little here. Now, what's this?
That's the Stone Crab Haze. That was for you to do a review.
I just did a review of that. Now we have to move on. Now I'm blasted. Now we got to move on to the concentrates. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. Everybody, just calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. Everybody, just calm down. Okay, let's see how hard this stuff is to get on the dower. This is the Jack the Ripper, King Hercules, Professor of Death
Oh, yeah.
and Seven
Let's read about
Seas,
Jack.
Holder
Wait,
of the
you know what? Don't you
holder
read
of
about
the
him?
rock, controller of
let's read about
controller
him.
of the
Oh,
rhyme,
fine.
holder of the rock, eradicating suckers all around the block, rock the bells. Can anybody buy cannabis? You have to you go to a doctor for $200, and then you pay $75 for a year for the license.
Oh, but you have to go to the doctor every 7 months.
That is so stupid.
So stupid. But remember, then they give you the money back.
Dude, and yet if you want to buy alcohol, you don't need a special alcohol license to buy alcohol. And that you get in a car and go run motherfuckers over with. How many times people smoking cannabis running folks over? You know?
No, people make a full and complete stop
But they never sent me in.
because you're too aware of what's going on. What is that, Jack the Ripper?
Have you seen this little doggy?
Yeah. The ball gun?
Jack the Ripper, I'm going to try to do this. Oh, it doesn't really stick. Okay.
What is that? That's the live.
So you're not going to be able to get a...
That's the live resin.
This one's sticking right. Here we go. Yeah, we'll see. Hey
Jack the
now, everybody
Ripper.
just calm down.
What is a sativa-leaning hybrid that offers a euphoric and uplifting high?
If I'll just make the dab whenever I dab it. Poor Dog says no license for alcohol and you can buy as much as you want. I've never been to a dispensary. They don't have medical either. North Carolina sucks. Been to a dispensary. Oh, you've never been to a dispensary. They don't have medical either. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're trying
Well,
to
that
say.
would suck. I couldn't even imagine having to call a guy anymore.
Go get lunch.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. We'll see you when you get back. Drive safe. Lovely.
And there's no tax.
Wonderful.
In California, you pay tax right now. 24. You pay 20% tax. Like my buddies tries to find the places that only charge like 10% tax. So if you think about it, that medical marijuana card is basically your tax.
Are you hitting that? I didn't hear it bubble.
Yeah.
Okay. You Sometimes you want to tilt it backwards a little
This
bit.
reminds me of the Scarecrow
From Wizard of Oz.
yeah, this is really nice.
How the Patchwork.
Yeah.
They still lock people up over a joint there.
Yes.
That's crazy, North Carolina.
They would do it here too if you didn't have a card.
Unreal.
In a heartbeat. That's why you need to get your card just to be safe.
It's freaking blackmail. States blackmailing
Isn't it
people.
stupid? I mean, we're all like the same country. And like one place you can walk in and buy it, and the other place you go to jail. It doesn't
As
make
many
sense.
as many times
I
as
hate
we've
that
discussed
shit.
that on here. Cheers. Megapixel, you ready for a dab, bro?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this stuff doesn't really stick well on the
Not
dabber.
a very big dab.
Okay. Smooth as silk.
Was that good?
Buttery delish.
It was?
The trick is to wait. You don't want to roast the terps.
Oh, is that why you waited?
Yeah, you gotta wait a long time. You gotta let this cool down. I'll wait for you and then I'll give it to you when it's ready. So fruity, like, dude. Oh, Rogie, those your tears. Is my mom gone so I can cough freely now? She gets so upset when I cough. Don't let that fool you guys. It was so smooth. Oh my god. That's probably the size dab Marshall wants right there.
Yes.
I mean, megapixel. Megapixel. He shall be known as Megapixel.
You just kind of
Remember, just don't touch the glass with your fingers. People try to grab it and like carve it and shit. You're not gonna do that. It's muscle memory. Yeah, there you perfect. And just hit it. No, bubble it. Hit it. There you go. Hit it. And keep doing that, little lungs. No, keep doing it. What are you doing? Take a deep breath. Okay, don't touch it with your hand. Keep your hand away from this. Remember, it's super duper hot. I'm gonna keep telling him that. Slow. Exhale, megapixel. Exhale all your. You got plenty in there. So here, do this. There you go. Blow out your air, and then take a nice slow draw.
We can cough freely.
No, I'm gonna do this too. Go ahead. Just hit it, nice and slow. Bubble it. There you go.
Oh,
Hit it. Just nice and slow.
is that what that's for?
You're getting. Why are you stopping?
I'm so fucking.
Because he's so fucking stoned. You got to continue to hit it. Keep
Okay,
hitting it.
okay.
Just hold that on there and just hit it. There you go. Yeah.
What's that? The cuckoo call?
It's the clock every hour at noon.
God.
It's got a different song. It plays a few different songs and shit. And then some of them get stuck in your head and they make you go crazy. And you start screaming, "In the night! The sounds of the clock!" Actually, it stops at night, which is cool. Once it gets dark out, it doesn't do it anymore. It's got a little eye on the front of it.
Oh my god.
Another one of them smart devices. It's watching, if it's dark or light out.
Are there drinks in the garage or?
Water?
Yeah, I'll take whatever.
There's water. There's unsweetened tea in the refrigerator here. I think there might be a water in the fridge inside there. Those unsweetened teas, man. Sure, yeah. There's two in there. Grab one for me and you, yeah. We have age restricted your content. YouTube guidelines, it's instant. I'm age restricted now, everybody. I want you to know this. So anyway, I want to say we're not dropping any frames. I rebooted everything, and we have dropped 0 frames on this show, as we normally do. I didn't know what was going on, but it was time for a reboot. I apologize for the first one, but you guys, I want to welcome each and every one of you to the show right now, and we've got more to review, believe it or not. We've got this other strain here. It's called Wedding Crasher, and I guess Megapixel can see what the percentages are on it. I can't see it.
Oh, these are. I don't know.
It's on the box.
Yeah.
Live Butter Hybrid Wedding Crasher. That's what this one is. That's what we're hitting next. And Megapixel is ready. Megapixel's ready. This one's going to go right. See, the consistency of this is going to go right on the dabber. The other one's a little sketchy. You didn't know if it was going to fall off or not, but this one looks nice and sticky and gooey. We like that for dabbing, so now we shall dab.
That's live butter?
Yeah, live butter. It's like live butter, baby. I love getting people stoned off dabs for the first time. Yeah, this ain't Megapixel's first rodeo, bro. In fact, Megapixel told me about California before I moved to California. He's the guy that told me about California. I didn't know anything about it. He's like, yeah, there's these places, bro, they're called dispensaries. And he's like, people just walk right in and buy cannabis. And he says, and it's legal. And I go, and it's legal? And he goes, yeah, man, it's fucking legal.
California
bro.
was way different.
He's the guy that told me about all that shit. Megapixel. Mega. You guys could call him Mega. It's going to be a tasty experience. Shall be a tasty experience.
I can keep my eyes open. And we smoked, this is all sativa.
It's up.
We should be uppity, right?
Yeah, we're uppity. And hey, what's up? Jeffrey, Megsy. You guys, we just hit a milestone here on the podcast. I want to share that with y'all. Pretty crazy. This never happens anymore. I don't know why it's happening now. But I just want to say I'm glad you guys are all here. We've got this live resin. We're going to be we're going to be hitting butter or whatever that I forgot.
Live butter.
It's like butter. That's right. Live butter. Butter. Butter.
Uh-huh.
They had this one called sugar.
Yeah, there's
Sugar.
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 It's like sugar, baby. See that? It's like a little mustard, like a little dab of mustard on the tip of that. That's what it is. All right, so this one is called Wedding Crasher. Cheers.
I'm gonna read about it. They had so many, remember?
That's how you hit a dab, megapixel.
Well,
Like I showed you. In fact, this is,
I love this
you
shot.
could hit one right now too. It's perfectly heated.
wedding cake.
There's more on there too, so just touch the glass of it. Yeah. Don't touch it with your hand. Just be careful. Remember how hot it is. It's about 500 degrees. No one can outsmoke me. No, that's not true. A lot of people can outsmoke me. I don't smoke that much. Fucking Pinoy grower outsmokes the fuck out of me, bro. Dude, Iceman smokes the fuck out of me. You should
So-
see the dabs that Ice does.
Who was the guy from?
Or Pinoy
No, the guy from
on the reg.
Norway or Sweden. Where?
Denmark,
Yes.
Cyber Reload,
Yes. You still talk,
Megapixel, and Cyber Reload.
You still talk to Cyber Reload?
Since I moved actually from California to Florida, I haven't talked to Cyber because my whole gaming system was in Cali, and I just haven't logged into anything gaming or anything to
Oh,
see
that's what
him.
he was,
You know,
What about that? Remember that other dude that you had like sativa on one arm?
dude, Cyber Reload could pop in here right now into the chat and be like, "I'm right here, bro," and he'll be like, "Moo." He'll be like, "Moo." I'll be like, "Moo back."
What was that other dude that? He had like he had tattooed sativa on one arm and indica on the
That
other?
was
Remember that?
Buddha from Sohio.
From where?
Buddha from Sohio. All those cool shirts that I have that say like, the Sohio shirts that has this guy jumping on the back. It's like he's in a parachute, and it says "Stay lifted" and shit like that. Those are Sohio shirts. The first time that I ever used a carb cap was with Alex, was with Buddha. He's like, "Dude, you're gonna love this."
Dude, you're at the
He
forefront.
said it to me like this. He goes, "You are gonna love this." He showed me carb cap, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
You were at the forefront. You know that? I mean, you had your you had your little drums, your little like drum stand or cymbal stand that you modified and put a coffee filter on the bottom, didn't? And a cork on the top. And you were like the early pioneer pouring.
Wasn't that actually
And
a science,
and
like a science
pouring
kit
that
with the foot on the bottom?
and pouring that
Making
nicotine
concentrates.
over it and making concentrate before there was even such a thing.
Roger, you called my fucking house a cabin? That house is not a cabin. No, it's not sold. My buddy Mark moved into it. Moved right in. He's like, "Let me move in. Let me move in." That he's been asking me for like a year. I'm like, "No. Let me move in. Let me move into that house." No. Come on, man. You know you want me to live in that house. I was like, "No." Check this out. I had all this shit happen. He's like, "Dude, whatever you want me to do." He's like, "I got you." I was like, "All right." I called him.
What happened in your house?
No, I had to get my satellite back because I canceled my satellite services. I had 3 different ones, right? I had Starlink. I had 2 fucking, from another company. I had 2 of them. So I had double the bandwidth, double the amount of gigs per month because I had 2 satellite dishes.
You had to give it back to them?
You know what they need? They need that little square transponder that's in front of the dish. It's held on a little arm that comes out, and it's right in front of the dish. It's called the transponder. It's got 4 bolts on it.
That's what it does.
It's up on the roof. Mark went up on my roof. He took those 2 down. He took them. The box came in. He took those. He climbed down, put them in the boxes. Went into my house. Fucking got the both routers. Put the routers in the box with those, and fucking shipped them back to that company. Fucking. Then I had canceled my cable. He fucking got the remote control. He got the fucking thing that goes between the wall. It's a special connector, and the box. And he got the fucking box. They gave him a box. It came to that house. He took that box. He fucking packed. He sent me pictures of everything he did, dude, and fucking shipped it UPS back to these motherfuckers. Took care of all that shit for me. He came out in the yard. He was like, dude, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It ain't right, bro. All my fish got killed by a fucking bear.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my neighbor's been feeding bears, bro, in Cali. I told him, I was like, don't do it. And, you know, with the pit bull in the yard and shit, I was thinking maybe that was what was keeping those fish alive. Was the fact that that bear would smell the dog and not come in the yard. But I wasn't there, man. And not to say that if I was and we were inside the home, the bear wouldn't come through and fucking eating all those fish anyway. But they're feeding the fucking bears, man. So what do you expect? What did I get from the dispensary? David Campione. Oh shit, dude. We're doing a goddamn, what the hell, man? We've got this flower. It's called pineapple upside down cake. It's got a little bit of a bite to it, but it's really good. And then we've got this is all sativa, live resin, Jack the Ripper, King Hercules, Professor of Death in the Seven Seas, holder of the rock, controller of the rhyme, holder of the rock, eradicating suckers all around the block, rock the bells up. Shouts out LL.
LL Cool J is hard as hell. Battle anybody, I don't care if you tell. I excel. They all fell.
Mega Pixel in the house like hell.
My radio, believe me, I like it loud. I'm the man with the box that can rock the crowd.
Yeah.
Moving down the street to the hardcore beat
Boy.
on my JVC vibrates the concrete.
Megapixel.
I'm sorry if you can't understand, but I need a radio inside my hand.
Megapixel, son.
Citizen, but I kicked my volume way past 10.
Wedding Crasher. Wedding Crasher live butter. The live butter.
Dude, the guys today sound awful.
So I thought it was funny that my mom had never complained about smoke in the house until my sister said, hey,
The people today, I don't know.
I thought that was funny.
The rappers today are awful. There's nothing like LL.
Now we got the windows open. This is cool. I don't mind doing this. I don't mind having the
The
windows
rappers
open.
today, they sound like this.
My mom didn't seem to mind me smoking a whole bunch of OG Kush up in here, though.
She could smell the difference, though, between the dispensary and the stuff.
OG is really good. And or any of my other strains, man. I was Saltwater OG, SoCali Trainwreck, Blueberry, Purple Flat Top. Been smoking all those. This got a little bite to it. This has got way more of a bite than any of those. But damn. It's got a little bite.
Yeah.
You little buds.
I have some. I got that.
You got some too?
Yeah, I remember.
No, I don't remember anything. I know nothing.
That's what we want.
Joseph Beaton, thank
no,
you, buddy.
because they said that it was 37%, and then when we got there, it was like 35%.
I'm hanging out with Megapixel today. He texted me. He's like, yo, dude, you want to go to the dispensary? I was like, yo, dude, 20 minutes, dude. It's like 20 minutes, dude. We're going to the dispensary, bruh. Bethlehem. Megapixels. Fucking on the fucking beep, 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 beep. Son. On the Kobe beef run, son. What?
Pineapple upside down cake. Man, I like this stone crab haze. I've not been to stone for a long time.
So I want you guys to have a discussion with Megapixel. You wanted to talk to them about what you and I said we were going to talk about. And I'll just mention one aspect of it, and then you can.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, cool. So we're out in the vehicle talking whatever, and the governor. I'm just gonna say this really quick. The governor of Florida is Ron DeSantis, and Marshall feels protected against the mandates.
We used to call him. I used to call him Ron D. Yeah, because before I woke up, right before I woke up.
What mandates though? What mandates exactly?
In Florida? No,
Yeah.
he was the very first one that said that you're not going there. There's no mask mandates.
Where were there mask mandates?
California.
How bad?
Bad.
Really?
Yeah, you know
Is
that.
that? I know. I live there. You want to
Yeah.
know what? It wasn't that bad.
But you weren't in LA. You weren't in a city.
No, I wasn't. I was in a rural area. But you
Yeah.
know what? We had the same laws across the state of California.
Right, but if
They
you
were
were
posted on the
populated-
doors of every store, and you had to follow. You had to wear a mask to go into a store.
See,
There were a couple of
okay.
days. There were a couple of days where
Okay,
you were
so that
required to wear a
okay,
mask.
so, right. You couldn't go in the store without the mask. And what
I had to wear a
governor-
mask. You had to wear a mask if you
So-
were going into a store.
And what Ron DeSantis says that as a store,
Oh, well, he's okay. It's okay. It's the mommy and grandma coming home.
what Ron DeSantis says is that as a store, you can make that choice. You can choose to not let customers in without a mask, or you can let anybody in whether they have a mask in or not. And that's the difference.
Where?
In Florida,
Yeah, right.
right?
So,
And there was no. The whole thing is fucking fake.
so what?
Dude, I'm unvaccinated.
Right?
Okay,
I'm like, okay, right.
unvaccinated. I have never gotten sick.
Okay.
And
And-
I go.
I know somebody anecdotally that just got vaccinated and had a horrible fucking
I know people that-
they had a horrible reaction
Dude,
yesterday.
People are dying like crazy.
One of the women that watches my father, she just got vaccinated, and that night she got this horrible headache. She had a brain
Why are
tumor.
people getting-
She had a brain tumor on one side of her head, and that vaccine somehow triggered something on that same side of her head.
Yeah.
She said it was like,
It's
Really,
synthetic.
really
First off, it's not. First off, the Wuhan, the Wuhan virus. They don't even know. We don't even know what it is in the first place, right? So what the vaccine is a synthetic version.
we can't talk about this on here. All
Oh,
we
we
can
can't.
talk about, no, we can't because
It's on
all-
YouTube.
yeah, it's on YouTube. So we got
They'll
to
get
talk.
kicked off.
We could talk about Ron DeSantis though, and that's what I want to talk about. I wanted to just say that
You will get
I
kicked
didn't. It wasn't so bad that we had to wear masks in California. It wasn't like a big deal. Nobody really minded. And people just did it.
But they weren't necessary.
Whatever. Whether
No,
they
they didn't
were,
stop. I mean,
whatever,
but they didn't
whatever the
stop.
science, whatever the
But
science
the
of
science
masks.
came back now and said that they didn't do anything to help. It's an aerosol. It's like spraying Lysol. What are you going to do about
The
that?
science came back and said that they were ineffective, but maybe that's because people weren't
Because-
adhering to
because-
what they were supposed to be doing with the mask.
Because the Kung flu is an aerosol.
Oh, dude, you didn't just call it that. Listen, I gotta go, guys. I love. He called it that. Dude, you can't call it that. All right, I love you guys. I can't believe I gotta drop this because there's 27 people watching. But I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next show.
That's not why, 'cause lunch is
4:20 this afternoon. We will have some crazy fun. All right, come back. In the meantime, Twitter at Nave's Garden. That's me. Find me on Twitter at Nave's Garden. We'll see you there. Thanks, guys. Bye. And Megapixel says bye.
Yeah, you will get censored because of me, because all my people are censored. All my people were Democrats.
Bye, guys.
All my people